Good morning. I think a squirrel must have ran across the tree, and then the tree rained amongst me. It's not cicadas. Apparently we don't have cicadas here. I saw on a map before they were supposedly emerging that my county and a few counties around me did not get hit with cicadas or their pee-pee when they appeared 17 years ago. And they said it would likely be the same, I would imagine, since they laid their eggs in the ground and they didn't lay any here. So I think we have, I guess, the normal cicadas. Aren't there normal cicadas? And then there's these that emerge every 17 years. And then there's another variety that emerges with a bigger distance between them. I don't know. I didn't come on here to talk about cicadas, okay? I'm wearing a dress with my "Hey dude, don't bring me down." But my "Hey dudes" are falling off my feet because I bought some no-show shocks, and well, first of all, they feel weird because they're kids, because the adults are too big. But I don't know, I put them on with these and it was like my foot was even smaller, and then it was like all over the place in the shoe, and I was like, well, that's not gonna work because that feels even worser. So I may go back in and put my sandals on, but I didn't want to wear my sandals in wet grass because it rained all night again. Yeah. Her muscadines, not with an M, not a muscadine like Valentine, but a muscadine like Valentine. And yes, I just have my hair pulled back because it's already like 91% humidity, so I don't even care, you know? It makes it hard to breathe when it's this humid. Okay, so 2 stories bouncing around in my head. Okay, so the first one is about a woman in, I think it said Midland, Michigan? I only know of Midland, Texas, but this said Midland, Michigan, was living in a sign on top of a, I think it's a grocery store. Did it say Fairway grocery store? I don't know. They said it's not like a normal sign that's on the front of the building. This is a great big thing on top of the building. She lived there for a year before they found her. And some contractors got up on the ceiling to do some work, and they saw an extension cord running to the sign. And they were like, well, that's odd. Why does the sign need an extension cord? So they went and opened the door, and lo and behold, this woman was living in there. She had flooring, she had a pantry, a mini fridge, a desk, a computer, and a printer, and a houseplant. I mean, she set up housekeeping in that sign for a year. I mean, I think it's pretty brilliant if you ask me. I mean, is it wrong? Yeah, it's wrong, but that's pretty brilliant. I just don't know how she handled the winters if it was indeed in Michigan, because it gets way too cold to be living in a sign unless she had some sort of heater that she had in there with her. But I mean, homeless people do it every day. So when they opened the door and found her, she said, I'm leaving. She didn't put up a fight, and they had called the police, and oh, she's pooping on somebody's driveway, please stand by. So the police came. They did not take her to jail. They issued her a trespassing warning, and sadly she could not get all of her stuff, but they said the store is working with her to help her get all of her stuff, and they told her about some places she could go and get assistance, and she said no thank you, and she went on her merry way. So yeah, living in a sign. She was dubbed the Rooftop Ninja. Yeah, and it was Michigan, I made sure. Midland, Michigan. It had to be cold in the winter. 34 years old. But hey, I mean, she had a job. And that's why she had the computer and the printer. So maybe she was able to make some money, and maybe she'll get her a place. I don't know. I'm not telling you the story to laugh at her, because it's a sad situation. But I'm telling you the story because it's just odd, isn't it? Isn't it? And then the other story that was bouncing around in my head, it was a long time ago. I was still working at the jail the first time. So it was late 80s, early 90s. And my mom and I, Mom and Nim, used to go to Bell's Ferry Pharmacy. It was owned by some friends of ours. And the pharmacist was involved in a robbery in the store. So he always carried after that because he was shot. And, you know, he didn't want to go through that again. So he was always packing. Well, we would go in there and just hang out and walk up and down the aisles of the drugstore like it was all new stuff. But they did have a couple of aisles of cool stuff, you know. We would just go hang out because it was a fun place to hang out. Because it was all friends that owned it, right? Please stand by. Anyway, I was in there one night, and all of a sudden this man comes in, and he starts yelling when he sees me. He was like, hey, I know you. Hey, how you doing? And I'm looking around like, me? It's again a case of mistaken identity, because I was like, who are you? I don't know you. And then he starts yelling to his friend across the store, hey, this is her. This is the one. And I'm like, I could see that the pharmacist, John Wayne, was getting a little like, what the heck is going on? Because I can guarantee you, Wayne would have taken another bullet for me. He loved me that much, okay? I was the first prescription filled at that pharmacy when I was a baby, a wee little baby. Then he says, this is the one that booked me in. Now, I wasn't nearly as outspoken then as I am now. And I was way more timid then than I am now. And I was like, hi. My mom just turned around and walked off. She was like, I can't be a part of this. And so anyway, I started laughing, and I was like, how you doing? And he's like, I'm doing great. He said, I was telling my friend the last time I got locked up that the little old girl that booked me in was so nice to me and made it such a pleasant experience. And I was like, I guess because you were nice to me, that I was nice to you, because I could give it back. You know what I'm saying? If you came at me, I could give it back. But if you were nice, I was nice. That's the way I am in life. Yeah. If you come at me, I'm probably gonna clap back at you. But as long as we're all cordial, I'm good, you know? I don't take kindly to people yelling at me for no reason. You know what I'm saying? My mama never even yelled at me. When she was mad, she got quiet. Sometimes I wish she would just yell at me and get it over with. But she got quiet. And when she got quiet, it got scary. And then that one eyebrow would go up, which I still can't do. But it would shoot up in this little arch, like it was about to start firing shots at me or something, you know? But yeah, that's when I was recognized. I was famous. That was my moment of fame right there in the middle of the Bell's Ferry Pharmacy by a man I booked in. I'm glad I was nice to him. I was nice to everybody I booked in, except for those that yelled at me and cussed at me and called me names for no reason. Anyway, that's the it. That's the it. That's the it for part 1. Toodles for now, and I will see you on the beginning of part 2, okay? Okay. Good afternoon. It's a glorious day. It's very windy, though. I don't know if you can tell how windy it is. But, well, it doesn't even look windy. Come on, man. The wind was just blowing. Well, anyway, I just saw a challenge. And I thought, well, gosh, I need to do that because that was hilarious, okay? I don't know how this is going to go because it is so windy. Well, you can see my magnolia is, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm going to have to take my shoes off because there again, my hay dudes are way too big for my hay feet. Look, can you see? I'm swimming in these shoes. So, they're fine for walking around. But the challenge is to run. And you, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do it. I can't even say it. You have to, your right leg, your left leg, and your right, my right arm and my right leg at the same time. And you're supposed to run. I want y'all to do this challenge too. I would love it if you would film it and send it to me. That would be great. I could do a compilation video with everybody running. I probably wouldn't want to do that because then y'all would want to share some of my money. Some of my 10 cents I might make off of it. Okay. So I'm taking my shoes off because I can't do it and run. Okay. So you're supposed to run. I almost fell. That was not good. I think it's impossible. Penny's looking around like, who am I talking to? That doesn't work. That does not work. Why doesn't it work? Why can't you do that? Can we just try walking? Because running, just goes to show you, that just shows to go you that I'll try anything once, as my friend Kim says. She says once. She doesn't say twice. Once, twice, 3 times a lady, and I love you. Okay, y'all get out there and try. It is easier to walk, so that's why the challenge is to run. Ew. I got stuff on. Y'all hold on. I gotta get all the dirt off my feet before I put them back in my shoes. Okay, now we're gonna go out in the yard. And we're gonna look at all the magnolia blooms. I'm sorry. Who am I apologizing to? I don't know. All the magnolia blooms, beans are falling off my tree. I'm sorry, I had a hair in my eye. All right, here is another one. And it is more open. But, ooh, it's got 2 of them in there. It's a double header. I think perhaps it lost, one of them lost that one, and the other one's still connected. It just fell and rolled all down my arm. Anyway, I just wish you could smell them because they smell amazing. They do. I put them in a bowl in the kitchen and just let them sit in a little bit of water, and they smell up the kitchen. Can y'all hear the wind now? Huh? Do you believe me now? Huh? Y'all want to see some baby birds? I mean, Mama might come flying out. I don't know. Pardon the mess on the front of their house. They haven't had time to clean it yet. I'm going at it real slow, okay? That's what he said. Well, maybe they're gone. Maybe they've already gone. Isn't that a cute birdhouse? Reba's brother made it. Faith is the bird that sings when the dawn is still dark. And this had a pencil, a little writing pencil, you know. What else is a pencil, Tracy? Anyway, and it's got a car tag on it. Georgia on my mind. But it did have bluebirds. May the bluebird of happiness fly up your nose. And this one had bluebirds in it. It still has the pencil. They're not as messy. Anyway. I have no sense whatsoever, but I am thankful after rewatching that video to edit that I did have on shorts. However, I usually do wear shorts under dresses because, Gracie, your fat head's in the way, because because thighs, okay? I don't know how people wear, okay, let me rephrase this. I don't know how people with thick thighs, you don't have thick thighs. I don't know how they wear dresses without shorts underneath, because I just can't. I just don't want to. I like these are just bike shorts, you know, just like bicycle shorts that you can buy for those who actually exercise and ride a bike. Or you can buy the fancy underwear. Yes, you can, with the legs. I just like these, okay? All I'm saying is I'm glad I had them on, because the dress may have flown up a bit. Yes, it did. Why are you arguing with me so much? Yeah, you're so argumentative. Yes, you are. Yeah, do you love that? Oh, I love it so much. I love it so much. She does get loving, y'all. Yeah, she does. And she hasn't been biting me quite as much. So perhaps we've come to an understanding, because I told her, I said, if you're going to keep biting me, then I'm going to stop petting you, okay? And perhaps she understood what I meant by that, because she hasn't been biting as much. I don't know. See, I am a sweet girl to my mommy. See, I don't like anyone else. Now, it's not that she liked Mitzi and Chad, but Mitzi and Chad came down and spent the night. I think this was pre-Charlie. I can't remember. It probably was, because he didn't like people coming in either. And well, he wasn't as bad as she was. I take all that back. He was way better than she was at people coming in. He just didn't like it when they got up to leave. He would escort them to the door, kindly tell them it was time to leave. Well, come on. Uh-oh. Is that mine? Is that mine? But when Chad and Mitzi spent the night, they slept in the spare bedroom. They were flying out the next morning. And Mitzi said every time she woke up, Gracie was staring at them, and she was afraid for her life. She was afraid that she would be deceased at some point in the night by Gracie, because she just sat on the bed and stared at them. Probably like, who are you and why are you in this bed? Yeah. I don't know. Well, it's been a fantastic day. I had to run to the office to run a card, but come Monday, all that will be over because I will be able to do that online starting Monday. And I went and made the deposit, and then I came back and tried to work, but I had too much work to do to get stuff done. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes all you can do is go through and keep printing out the stuff that you need to do. So that's what I did. I kept going through my emails and just printing out stacks and stacks of things that I need to do. So I may do some of that this weekend. Yeah, that's fine. But it won't be tomorrow because I'm going to Cartersville. So that'll be fun. Oh, and Joan is already texting about what time we're going to Longhorns tonight because she's buying me dinner. So, I mean, probably dinner time, 5 or 5:30. I can pick it up. Yeah, because I'm picking it up and bringing it back home, so we're not actually going. But anywho, okay, that's it for this video. Remember, I love you. Jesus loves you. I hope he's coming back soon because people be crazy. And I will talk to you on the next Tracy Tries, which, good Lord willing, will be tomorrow. Okay? Toodles, my noodles, and stay silly, my friends. Goodbye.